everybody, welcome to Aderans UK Live. You're back with Jane and Bradley this week, and Bradley's all a bit of a shimmer. I think he's auditioning for Strictly, I think.
No, definitely not, because I can't dance, Jane.
Got two left feet.
Two left feet.
Yeah, because you could actually be on the next one, I think.
Oh, well, I'm auditioning for the part of the disco ball.
Ball. Yeah, when they actually do the prize at the end.
Yeah, just put a big torch on me and we're well away.
They can just wrap you up, isn't it, as you give them a little shimmer.
Well, you're all dressed up too. I think this is a really nice shirt.
Thank you, yes. Yes, quite pretty.
It is. We're not here to talk fashion, of course, which makes a change. We've done that for
We've done that a few
webinars,
times,
haven't we? We're actually here to talk about the festive season. So
yes,
this is why we're dressed up.
Yeah,
it's party season.
Christmas is coming. It's just around the corner. And probably some of you might have your Christmas trees up already.
Is yours up?
Actually, I put Tony's up this weekend.
You did?
Yes, I did. Yeah, because I had time to do it. Mine's still in the mode of being made, because I'm doing my homemade tree this year. I'm doing a bit of a Kirsty also.
You are, I was just going to say. It's very impressive, actually. It's a good one. It's just amazing what you can do with a bit of tinsel.
What you can do with a little bit of tinsel.
What is it called? An
obelisk. A garden obelisk and some tinsel. All I need is the star now. Got the lights and they look amazing.
Are you making that too? Or
no, I'm going to buy the star, Bradley.
Quite a expensive project, this one, isn't it?
It was. It started off thinking, oh, that's a good idea. And yeah, it's turned out to be more expensive than buying a tree.
It's always the way.
But it's been fun and I've enjoyed it. So
that's it.
I think that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Especially, half the fun of decorating the tree is the enjoyment of it.
Yeah, and I think, when you're driving around now, you're seeing so many people with their lights up, isn't it?
Yeah.
And all their trees up. And I think because last Christmas was all a bit of a weird one, a bit of a washout, wasn't it? Because a lot of people, including yourself, couldn't get home to family.
No, I was, stuck down.
You were stuck in Brighton.
A long way away from everybody.
Yeah, so this year I think everybody feels that sense of freedom. And they just want to do a little bit more, isn't it, really?
Double. You're making up for lost time.
Making up for lost time. So I think really when you're looking at your hair, you really do want to kind of push the boat out and do different things with it if you possibly can, isn't it?
You've got your office parties coming up, seeing friends, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve. Party season's probably my favourite time of year as I've got older. I do enjoy it the whole month of December just for the social element.
There's always something going on, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's nice. It's nice stuff as well.
And I think most of us, we all run out of time to do things as well.
Definitely.
That you end up then seeing some people taking it over to January, so it just goes on a little bit longer, isn't it?
Drag it out,
take it on and beyond New Year, isn't it? Really
enjoy it while you can, because I think come New Year, there's a lot of change. Everybody's questioning styles, where they're going next, what they're going to do. Should I make a change? What are my resolutions?
Yeah.
So let your hair down, have some fun during December.
Because it is that time, isn't it, when you get to New Year, that you think, I need to have a different look. Need to do something.
You get quite reflective, don't you, on a lot of things? So.
Yeah, you do. So I think this time of year, you've got your hair, you've got your wigs, your different wigs that you might actually wear, and now it's time to experiment, isn't it? And see what you can actually do with them.
Yeah.
There's key looks, as usual, for Christmas. So you can be looking at anything from doing different braids on your hair. You can just be doing a simple twist and using some nice diamantes if you want to. You've got that wet look as well. So if you've got that short hair, you've got that really nice wet look coming in, where you can just put a couple of little slides into it. And again, you can really dress your hair up, I think, just by using a few different accessories, isn't it?
Well, the dressing of the hair is a real feature that I've noticed with this party season. It's very polished, very elegant.
Yeah.
As you say, the wet look, even that's quite sleek.
It's sleek and it's still very elegant, definitely. Pearls, they're still in. They're still very, very popular this winter season, and especially for Christmas. And I think pearls always do look quite elegant on any age group. It doesn't actually really matter, really. You can be as simple as having just a little pearl headband or just a few little pins that you can actually put in.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different alternatives and lots of different things that you can do.
I think it's important as well to remember you can do this with wigs and hairpieces, and you can enhance what you've got with wigs and hairpieces.
Yeah.
So Nobody's left out. Your hair is your hair. You do what you want with it. Don't miss out on the key looks.
Yeah, I mean, you can keep it quite simple and just be natural like you always are, or you can just simply put a hairband on, which is just a really simple look. Or if you wanted to go a little bit further, you can use a hairpiece and actually enhance your wig that you've actually got, or your own bio hair, for those of you watching us with your own bio hair, and use a hairpiece just to actually enhance it.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different options, I think, that we can actually talk about and show people as well, Bradley.
So when we think towards these key looks, a big thing I've seen with that polished texture is there's still the waves going through. There isn't a lot of poker straight texture.
No.
And when there is, it's slicked back. So
you've got a lot of very soft movement.
Yeah.
But we're still looking at more like those Hollywood waves. So we're looking at hair that's really dressed. Like you said, it's got that polished. It's got that polished finish to it. So it's where that hair has actually really been dressed to bring out that natural wave, or the wave of the actual wig that you're actually using.
Tell us how you can kind of achieve that texture and the sleek kind of look. Is there particular like shampoos you should use? Is there anything special you have to do to kind of build that foundation before you start?
I think you need to have a good basis to actually start with. And if I just bring in one little wig that we can show you, this will just show you how really you can work with that kind of very glamorous Hollywood waves. If you've got that nice little bit of movement and wave to your hair, a lot of the time people would just ruffle it up and it would actually look kind of okay, but look very, very casual. If you want to actually start really dressing it, I would actually use the Wax Blast.
Okay.
Which is, let me just show it to everybody.
And what are we using here, Jane? Is it synthetic?
This is a synthetic wig.
Okay.
It's just got a very soft, natural wave to it all the way through. But if you just put a little bit of the Wax Blast onto it, on the area that you're actually working, and then just gently brush it into the shape, and you can really work with those waves in the actual hair just to give them that nice, very dressed, very polished look with it. And whatever product you're using, make sure it's water soluble, so you're going to be able to wash it out afterwards. And you can always add more product into the actual hair, but you're not going to be able to take it away without washing it.
Right.
So just make sure you don't overload it with product to begin with. But as you can see, just by
that's already changed that completely, hasn't it?
giving it a nice, smooth little brush. I'm just going to move this stool out of the way. Give us a little bit more space. And it also changes the colour as well, because you can see the different tones and the different shades actually working through. So I would just go through with the Wax Blast, give it a very nice brush through, following it through as well, and you can actually kind of just encourage it to go into those waves where you actually want it, and you get that lovely sheen to it as well. And I think when you're looking at hair when it's dressed, and any hair if you're actually dressing it, you do need to think about the shine as well.
Yeah.
The Wax Blast will give it a little bit of shine. You can buy different shine sprays as well, which would work equally as good when you're trying to actually give your hair a little bit more shine and make it look a little bit more glamorous for that evening. So quite easily, as you can see, we're just brushing this one through. And we've got a couple of different looks, well, a few different looks that we're going to show you tonight, just to give you that kind of encouragement to actually do something different with your hair for this party season, which is what it's all about. You don't want to actually be looking exactly the same. In this look, you could easily go from the office straight into the bathroom at work, change your outfit, and then you can actually just brush your hair through, put some products through it, and away you actually go. So you can see.
Just to be clear about this, Jane, this was a synthetic piece that was already in that wave.
Already in that wave, and all we've done is just actually brushed it through and just actually relaxed it, put some products through it as well. And you can just encourage that wave to go where you actually want it to. I mean, if you wanted to take it one step further and really dress it up, you could quite easily. This is just a hairband. It's got 2 little bands to it, so you can separate them almost, which is quite nice. And then you can just dress it on the actual top, and it just gives you that little bit of elegance, really, at the same time.
So with this piece, if you were to wash it afterwards, will it go back to how it was before you brushed it through?
It would, absolutely, Bradley, because it's a synthetic piece. Wash it using all the manufacturer's instructions, using the T range. If you're using one of our actual wigs from Aderans, use the T range, and you'll be able to actually wash it, condition it, leave it to dry naturally, take it back into shape, give it a little brush into shape, and it will go back to what it was before. So it's just changing that for that evening out. And the great thing is, I think, as well, especially if you're wearing wigs, if you've got 2 of the same style, you could actually prep one up to begin with. So you can be wearing your normal one. You can prep this one up on a head at home, so it takes all the kind of worry and you're not getting flustered with it, because you can take your time and then just swap them over when you're going out.
I mean, it's ideal, isn't it?
So that's easy. And it just gives you, I think, just a very elegant look for that Christmas party. If you want something that is quite elegant and a little bit different.
That's lovely.
So I'm just taking that one away.
So that's almost like the Hollywood Waves texture, isn't it, already?
It is.
It's kind of like a very loose, undone version of that.
Yeah, and then we just dressed it to actually make it a lot kind of sleeker as well. This is marble brown, and it's the Lush Waves.
We had a bit of a job trying to find this one earlier for you all.
We did, didn't we?
We got the name wrong.
We've been begged stealing and borrowing, really. So the Lush Waves is from our Muse collection. So for those who are kind of actually aware of the Muse collection, this comes from the Muse collection. They're a high heat fibre, so you can actually heat style them. When you heat style it, the style would last up to about 3 washes, and then you would need to do it again. Again, if you're heat styling a wig, if it's a synthetic high heat fibre, always use curling tongs, straightening irons with a temperature gauge, Bradley.
Right.
Because we can actually damage the fibre otherwise. And you're looking at about 120, 140 degrees. So you just need to actually tweak it, really. Get to the right temperature. If you haven't done it before, I always recommend take a little section from the underneath, pop your straighteners onto it and just test it. If it's too hot, you're going to actually damage the fibre. You're going to know immediately if it's too cool, because you're not actually you won't able to actually change that movement to it.
Right.
So
with the curls on this one, Jane, just to be clear, have you done anything
I've
with this?
not done anything with this at all.
This is out of the box.
So this is completely out of the box. It's
beautiful as it is, isn't it?
I think it's lovely as it is. I love it. It's almost that kind of shaggy hair that you've just left it to dry naturally.
Yeah.
And you've got that lovely kind of beach waved hair straight away. And I know a lot of people get a little bit concerned. Get a little bit concerned about brushing curly wigs. Can they do it? What kind of brush do they use, or should they not brush it at all?
Okay, so what is the lowdown on that one? When you've
got a soft wave like this, you're able to actually brush it. It is going to actually take some of that curl out, so you just need to be mindful of that.
Okay.
I would actually just use one of our actual wig brushes. And the wig brushes are great, the Renier Paris wig brushes, because they've got, as you can see, like the white little knobbly bits on the end. And that actually helps to protect the fibre.
Okay.
It stops it from actually tearing the actual fibre. So again, make sure you've got the right tools for when you're actually doing any of these kind of things. But again, quite easy to actually do. And I'll just start at this side, and I'll start at the bottom. And always when you're working with long hair, start at the bottom area, and you can just work your way up. And you can see straight away that beautiful wave that we've actually got.
Oh wow!
It's just coming into that so easily.
That looks so much softer.
You don't need to. It looks more refined, doesn't it?
Mm.
It's more dressed. I think it's more sophisticated. So it gives you that really from daytime to evening look. But if you were to wash it once you've brushed it, it will go back to what it was like originally. So again, I would just keep working your brush through, and you just come into those beautiful, beautiful soft waves. I think for me, I actually prefer it like this.
Yeah.
Than straight out of the actual box. But I think, it's a very personal preference to how.
Well, it's amazing that those two looks you can get just from that one piece without even restyling it.
Yeah.
Even though you can with it being heat styled.
Very, very easily.
It's very cool.
And it feels just like hair as well. It doesn't feel like a synthetic. So it feels like human hair. And yeah, that's all as simple as that. So if anybody's bought any of the Muse collection and they've got that little bit of beach wave to it, you want to actually soften it out. Again, quite simply, just gently brush it through and you just get those lovely waves. Again, I would actually put a little bit, and sorry Bradley, hold your breath, a little bit of wax splash onto the actual hair. And it is, I do this every week to Bradley when I'm using products. We all end up breathing so much of them in, don't we?
I can taste it in my sleep.
Yeah. It gets into the back of your throat, doesn't it? It's welcome to the world of hairdressing. But yeah, as you can see, it just gives you that really easy little wave, Bradley.
So that's two now. It's very simple. One product, one tool.
Yep.
And you're well away.
Yep. And it's something anybody could actually do as well. Yeah. You don't need to have any great skill at all. It's just once you've been shown how to do it, you're going to know how to do it. Because I know a lot of you do actually ask, can I brush my wig? What can I do with it? And you get a little bit kind of concerned.
I just want to draw your attention to this. Do you mind if I just spin this round?
Not at all.
So you can see the shape that it's taken from the front, and you can see that it's one uniform, like a finger wave.
It is almost like a finger wave, and you can kind of encourage that wave
with the wax blast
to it.
It's beautiful.
And that's what you want to actually do. And if you wanted to actually, keep it into more of that position and you didn't want it to move too much, then just use a finishing spray on it, and it's going to just keep it there a little bit better for you as well. So, I mean, I think it's just a very
it's very classic, isn't it? It's very retro.
Yeah, it's a lovely look, I think. And just easy to do. And the more you brush it, the more you actually take that wave out of it, and you just end up with that really...
Yeah, you can really see it from
nice
the camera. It looks
wave.
Lovely.
Yeah, you can just see it. It is that really lovely wave to it. And again, you can do that before you, if you've got two, do it the evening before you're going out.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, you could always just take some pins, some little clips, if you've done it the evening before, and just pop them in where you've got the wave, and it's just going to hold that wave into position for you. So you would put one there, and then put another one there, Bradley, and it would just actually encourage that wave for you.
Well, I've always wondered what that does. I've seen pictures of people with them in.
And actually it just holds it in place, and then just take them out when makeup's on and you're all ready to go.
Fantastic.
So it's very easy to do. You can get these clips on longer lengths. So if you get the long length ones.
Would it leave a ridge in the hair at all?
No,
or
it
not?
doesn't leave a ridge at all, because the hair is going to be dry. It just encourages that little bit of wave. So I would dress it, leave it like that, and then the next day you can just take your clips out, and then it's going to be set, really set into place, that wave for you, which is lovely. So it's just a very simple but a very easy look that you can actually do.
There's another one that I'd seen that's quite similar to this, Jane, where it was this texture, and they had, I don't know how, but they'd made it look like a bob.
Right, okay.
And that was a real big thing for the festive season. It was quite Great Gatsby looking in a way.
Yes.
But it was definitely, they've gone from long hair to perhaps, shoulder
length.
Like, is that something that's quite easy to do with hair that's...
You could do, yeah, quite easily. What you would do, so if Bradley's talking that we want to actually take...
It's like a faux bob, I
this
think they called
piece
it.
Up into more of a bob shape like this.
Yeah.
You can keep your fringe, you can keep that little bit of wave, but it's really tucking that longer length of hair up underneath, and it's how you would actually do that. I would actually start maybe at the side, so you can get the actual length that you really want. Again, just brush it through.
So we have a question that's just popped up, Jane, while you're doing that.
Okay.
Do we sell any half and half wigs? Do you mean colour?
I think they're meaning a mixture, and correct me if I'm wrong, but do you actually mean that a 50-50, say a human hair and synthetic blend, is what I think they possibly mean by half and half?
Oh, I was
wig.
thinking like Cruella de Vil.
Oh.
Half colour one side, half colour the other. Because that's been a bit of a trend.
Right, well that...
We'll see. If
we can do that. We don't actually sell any, but I do have one on display on the other side of the room.
Well, it's...
which shows you, and it really is somebody taking 2 wigs, cutting them in half. So you've got to be quite brave.
So is this a synthetic piece?
Synthetic, and then stitching them together.
Okay.
Really. So I think if people are talking about that, then we can actually do that. It might be that person meant
half red, half black.
Half red, half black.
I mean, if it's human hair, there's always the opportunity that you can
if it's human
colour
hair,
a wig very carefully with a professional.
Yeah, I would say if it's human hair you've got and you wanted to change it, and I think it's going to be one of those sessions that we might do at some stage.
Okay.
We'll do that, Bradley. It might be that we have to do it beforehand and then show it on air because of the time it takes to actually colour. But we can do one to show you how successful it is, most definitely. And with that, a human hair wig, but you'd have to have a lighter shade to begin with, because you're not able to lighten a human hair wig. So you're going to want to go lighter, and then add your colour, your red and your black into it as well. And make sure you take really, really neat sections when you're doing this, because that's the key to it, is that, you know, when you're in a hairdresser's and you see it in a salon taking place, you've got to have those really neat, strong sections. So make sure, so you can see now.
Yeah, this is exactly what I had in mind.
We're getting, if I just take her around to the front, we're getting that bob shape. really. You've still got that nice little bit of movement in wave as well. And all I'm doing is just taking sections of hair and literally just pulling it down and then just twisting that hair back up underneath to the actual length that I actually want. And then just using your normal curvy grips, these, pinning them into the actual hair to keep that roll in place. You're going to need a lot of pins, and you're probably going to need a little bit of practice. But again, I think for those ladies who do wear wigs, you've got kind of a slight advantage over us who have got our own bio hair, because you can take it off, put it onto a head, and actually dress it as you want to. Whereas we don't really have that ability to actually be able to do that. So there are advantages
styling the set,
to actually styling your hair. So you can see I'm just rolling that up.
So you roll it around your fingers.
Rolling it around my fingers, and then just pinning it into place.
I mean, I suppose with this, you pin it into place and then you go along and refine it with further pins, don't you, to kind of make sure that you're all happy with it.
Yeah, happy with the length that you've done it, and it's all quite even all the way around.
Again, this is quite a retro sort of...
It's very 50s.
Yeah. But I think that kind of works. It's like smart hair. Everybody back then was very...
Oh, everybody's so smart, weren't they? I know.
When the tracksuit in sight, Jane.
Oh, God. Everybody wore lovely little suits, didn't they? The little pin skirts, the little suits, the little box jackets. Yeah, I must say, when I look at pictures of my mum when in that era, elegant.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. Everybody looked absolutely stunning when, and this is very much kind of land girl.
Yeah.
As well, you know.
It's quite, I guess the looks are quite high maintenance, aren't they, for like that era, and that is very much what the party season thing is. It's very polished.
Very polished look.
Well, Jane, we've had another question come in, and that is, are we bringing more natural colours out in the Muse collection? Now, I know we've got two now, which are...
We've got the creamy toffee and
the marble brown.
And the marble brown.
So this is the marble brown,
This is the marble brown, yeah.
And the creamy toffee is probably the most popular blonde colour
It's the most popular blonde that we actually have in the collection. Throughout the Renier Paris collection, really. It's a really popular blonde, so that works extremely well for people.
Yeah.
And
I mean, who knows? Maybe in the future there will be, because it's a very, very popular...
It's a very popular collection.
Yeah.
And I think that, yes, we probably will bring out more natural colours in the Muse collection. I think in some ways when the Muse collection was actually first brought out, nobody realised or thought how popular it was going to be. It was all the kind of the funky different colours or the beautiful colours. Nobody thought maybe there'd be another season, or it was just going to be like one season or two seasons.
Well, it was called the Limited Collection, the Muse Limited Edition.
It was originally, and now we've got, how many styles have we got? We've got 8 styles now in the Muse collection, and we've got 12 different colours. Yeah. 5 of those colours are actually rooted as well. So that's really good. So we've got 5 rooted colours as well.
There was only 4 colours to begin with.
4 to begin with, yeah.
Possibly 3.
And, I mean, look where we are now with all the colours.
So the collections are growing.
So the colours are growing, the collection's growing, and I do think we probably will see at some stage some more natural, everyday colours in that collection.
Yeah.
Especially because of the problems at the moment and the issues with human hair.
It's just very, very hard to get hold of.
It's very hard to get your human hair at the moment. People still want to be able to heat style.
Yeah.
They still want to be able to feel as if they're doing their hair. And I think, that's what it should be. And people should be wanting to feel to actually do their hair. But, so I think really and truly we will see a lot more natural colours coming through in that collection.
As you said, the hair just feels wonderful to work with. It feels really similar to human hair.
It's a dream to work with, really. Bradley. I mean, this now, we've taken this.
It just behaves, doesn't it, really well when you're working with it?
Yeah. The Lush Waves into 2 different styles now. So we have that really elegant, we had the natural wave to begin with, like the beach wave. Then we brushed it through, took it to that really natural wave. And then taking it through to give it that really retro look with your actual bob. And also, again, if you wanted to dress that up, you can do as well, Bradley. So use some different kind of hair accessories just to actually dress that up if you actually wanted to. So again, hairbands are always a simple little option just to give it a little bit of sparkle if you actually wanted to. And another completely different look, Bradley.
Yeah. I think that's absolutely lovely.
And quite easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, again, it's nice because you can then swap between short and long hair.
Yeah, and you still got that little bit of movement and texture.
It looks so
coming through
thick as well.
The hair
because of
as well.
The amount of volume you get at the
because
bottom.
You've got it all tucked in on the underneath, so it gives you that really nice shape of hair coming through, which is lovely.
Oh, we have a message here from Nikki who says, "Hey guys, love a hair up."
Oh, thank you, Nikki. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hope you're both well and Rick's okay. I'm hoping it's the right Nikki.
Well, who knows?
I'm sure it is.
We've decided it is.
Or if it's not the right Nikki, hope your husband's well as well. Yeah, no. I know who it is. So, 3 looks this evening so far.
Yeah, 3 really nice looks. And I think all of those really, really fit themselves well to the season we've got coming up.
Definitely.
They're things
lovely
you can
Christmas
do at home that look really, really elegant.
Absolutely.
And high-end as well, which we do really strive to show you.
And I think also if, because I know a lot of you out there maybe aren't very good with doing your hair and not very good at kind of doing hair ups and you get a little bit kind of anxious and a bit scared by it, take it into one of our salons.
Yeah.
Make an appointment, go into your local salon, and I'm sure they would be able to actually assist you and help you and actually dress and put your hair up for you.
Yeah.
And that's a really good way. You could drop it off, go for lunch, come back, and your hair is all done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take a turban in with you and maybe wear a turban out for lunch, come back, and then put your glamorous hair on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So really easy. Yeah, make use of all the different salons who can actually do this kind of work for you.
It was the right Nikki.
It was the right Nikki.
It was the right Nikki. She says, "It's the right Nikki. Rick is great. He says hi."
Ah, hi, darling.
So well done.
Yeah, it could have been a mistake.
It could have been.
I didn't think it would be.
Well, Jane, we're nearly out of time for tonight. But just to recap on these, I think they're absolutely lovely. We've got kind of a sleek bob here that you've...
Yeah, and that was actually just wet down with some water, just a simple water spray. And again, I put the wax blast on it. So I could actually just style that into that little kiss curl coming up onto the actual cheek. Again, very 20s.
Yeah.
Very kind of Gatsby, isn't it, really?
It is.
Which is nice. This one, slightly more elaborate, but so simple to do as well. And that was just done by taking the top layer of the hair, putting it into sections. Then, so you have one section, split that section into 2, tie that one off, and then put lots of little diamante pins through it. So a really easy look. And you can wear that tied back like this, or you could actually wear it so it completely comes down. And if I take that off, take my band out.
Oh wow!
You can see you could wear it so your hair is actually down, but you've just got that lovely kind of mesh almost over the actual top of your hair.
Brilliant.
Bit more intricate, but very easy to do.
Yeah, but again, as you say, if you can actually work on the piece on a mannequin head, then
and
you can get as creative as you want and take as long as you want.
And actually, you can sit there watching the telly doing it as well, you know, and just playing around. There's so many YouTube videos as well out there about how to actually style your hair and different ways to actually put it up. Yeah. So simple. And the one right behind Bradley, the curly one, is just really simple. Sorry, my darling.
It's all right.
A simple little twist. And again, just twisted the hair and put a couple of pins in it. So easy to do. Again, it's kind of creating that look, because I know this time of year we're all really busy, that you can actually go straight from the office and straight out for the evening.
Yeah.
And still look quite glamorous as well.
So Jane, I missed what this piece was.
That piece is the... I knew you were going to ask me that. It's the Aster.
It's the Aster, and this is one of the new colours as well, isn't it?
Yeah, in the actual pink shade from the actual Santu collection, which is just a beautiful, beautiful soft shade of pink. It's almost like a soft kind of candy floss colour, which is absolutely gorgeous.
It's beautiful. Because it probably looks quite blonde on the screen, but it's actually got some really soft pink.
The little soft pink tones actually coming through that, which is really, really nice. And I think when you've got short hair, you do want to dress it up sometimes and do a little bit of something different to it.
Yeah.
And quite an easy way, make it look wet, so you can actually create that movement and stick some pins into it as well.
Well, speaking of dressing up, Jane.
Ah, yes.
Good segue there.
Very good.
If you'd like to join us at our charity fashion show on the 4th of December, please do. We'll be at Hove Cricket Ground. It's going to be a wonderful night. Everything we're doing is in aid of all the charities that we work with. So we have got Macmillan Horizon Centre, Little Princess Trust, Look Good, Feel Better, Hair Reborn and Alopecia UK. We'll be raising money for them on the night. Tickets you can find by going to the homepage of our website now and clicking the banner.
Brilliant.
We'd love to meet.
Please.
Actually, it would be great. We should do a sign meet and greet, shouldn't we, for all of our fans? But it'd be lovely to meet our
come
viewers.
And say hello if you're all there, and you do come along. Me and Bradley are both going to be there that evening.
We will.
You'll see us dashing around doing different things.
We'll probably be filming on the night.
We will be filming live on the night,
so
won't we?
If you can't make it, then check back and you can find out how that evening went. We'll do a little video recap for you.
Yeah, we will.
It'll be a lot of fun, and they're great causes.
It'll be behind scenes, in front of the scenes, and outside and everywhere.
And then maybe the afters with Jane after a couple of glasses of Prosecco.
Oh, that's not good.
Not good. Not good.
Or it could get very entertaining.
It could.
So yeah, please come and say hi if you actually come and join us. It'd be lovely to actually see some of you in the flesh, so to speak. Yeah,
and we have a party of a different kind taking place
this Sunday.
This has come around so quick.
Really quickly, this one has.
So we are running our trade show. So we've done a few of these, haven't we, up and down the country?
Up and down the country, when we have a venue and it's open to just our trade accounts.
Unfortunately, this year we couldn't run the one we wanted to because nobody could get any petrol to come and see us. So it was a bit rubbish, but we've taken it online. We know cases are rising and it's probably,
people are getting a little bit anxious again. So we're doing our virtual trade show.
We are.
And we've actually then thought, well, because it's virtual, let's open it up to everybody. So if you don't happen to be a trade account of ours, but you like our products, you use our products, maybe you are a hairdresser and you want to know a little bit more about the business, maybe it's something you might quite like to get into, then join us on Sunday.
Yeah.
It starts at 11 o'clock. And there's going to be live demos throughout the day. So every hour on the hour.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we will be launching all of the information to social media. So check back wherever you're watching us tonight, unless it's YouTube. Go onto our Instagram or Facebooks to find out the full itinerary on what we're doing that night, that day even. The night time we won't be here, but if you are around, you can watch us. We'd love to have you there and obviously talk and show you a little bit more about what's on the other side of the screen here that people never see.
Yeah, so, you always see this side, but we're going to be opening it out and being everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see our salons. You'll be able to actually see all our private rooms and all sorts of things actually happening. It's going to be quite an exciting day.
It really will be.
Lots of things going on. Lots of different members of staff to talk to as well. So it won't actually only be myself and Bradley. We've got other members of staff who will be with us.
They're probably sick of us after all these events.
I thought they had to let somebody else talk.
Then again, let someone else have a word. So it'd be great for you to obviously join us and to see you at both of those events. But keep an eye on our social media. We have things coming up all the time at the moment.
Yeah, it's very busy time of year, isn't it?
Also, I'm not sure if you're aware, but you can watch back any of the things that we've done in the last year and a half now. Of the demos right here on these platforms if you are on Facebook or YouTube. So if you want to watch tonight what Jane's actually done with this piece here, you can rewatch that, pause it, do a bit,
pause it,
and just do it until you actually practice.
And that's the way to learn, isn't it? Really,
absolutely.
Just practice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can watch all of them. And when we sat down the other week, didn't we, and just flicked through some, and we were quite surprised at like how we look then to kind of how we actually look now, really, and how we do things.
Well, yeah, not just how we look.
Not how we look, but the set looks behind us.
It's all gone a bit downhill.
Yeah. Me and Bradley
were both quite a year.
We're in need of haircuts.
A little bit, yeah. We need a little bit.
We need a bit of attention.
Bit of TLC.
Yeah.
But it's been lovely. Thank you so much for tonight, Jane. That was really, really nice to watch. Quite therapeutic, actually.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And actually, it is when you're just brushing the hair. You can just carry on just brushing it. It is quite nice.
Very relaxing.
Yeah, really is. So yeah, thank you to everybody who took your time out of your evening to actually spend it with us. We do really appreciate it when you spend time with us, and hopefully we might see some of you on the 4th of December at the fashion show.
Yeah.
Or we might see some of you this coming Sunday as well, which would be lovely.
You might see me on Strictly when they shine a light on me and I'm the disco ball for the evening. But
yeah, very sparkly.
Why not?
Yeah, give them a shimmer.
That's it.
Okay.
Well, brilliant. Thank you so much, Jane. I think we'll say good night.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. See you. And we'll be back.
We are back. Of course, we're back.
Yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks' time as well with another
fantastic
episode, another show. Yeah, talking to you. I'm showing you all different things.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we don't see you before, see you in the 2 weeks' time. Take care, everybody.
Take care.
See you soon. Bye.